What's up, everybody? Today is June 26th of 2025, and we've got a spicy midday options flow to dig into. This is Max from Trades and Gains. Whether you're chasing premiums or just peeking at what the whales are doing, stick around. We're breaking down the big money buys, unusual call sweeps, dark pool blocks, and everything juicy on the scanner today. So grab your coffee, smash that like button, and let's jump into what the smart money is up to exactly. So let's talk about our big money orders first. Leading the pack, we have Microsoft coming in with a $17.06 million premium on the $505 calls due for August 15th of 2025. This average was $12.75. And mind you, Microsoft just had a price target rise from multiple analysis firms. So it is probably a bullish bet heading into our next round of earnings season with tech. So be on the lookout for that. The next one we had up was SPY. We had the 560 puts, 15.44 million dropped on those, giving them 20,000 contracts. Now, these are due for October 17th of 2025. Clearly, someone's not sold on this SPY rally completely. This has been a common thing we've been seeing over the past couple days, whether it's been QQQ or SPY. We're seeing big bets and big hedges coming through for some more downside coming in the future. Next on the tape, we have FSLR. It looks like solar is still looking at a downward spiral. We had 9.57 million dropped on the January 15th, 2027 calls. This was 2,099 contracts with a $31.90 average. Someone is clearly betting against when those solar credits are going to start being taken away. As we know, the solar sector tanked about 2 weeks ago after they announced that they were going to bump down those solar credits and start collecting in 2026 to end the program in 2028 versus collecting in 2028 to end the program in 2032. Now, we had an unusual big money print as well. SPY coming back in again with the 475 puts due for August 15th of 2025. 9.15 million, netting them 149,000 contracts. Now, what's interesting about this is typically what we'll see with these positions is this volume will turn into open interest. So that is one thing to keep aware of. Clearly, this is someone who is not sold on the rally at all and thinks we have a lot more downside. So we need to be aware, and I'm keeping track of this personally. So I will keep you posted with what I find as well. On the bullish side, we're seeing a lot of bullishness within tech. We're seeing NVDA, the 155 calls getting hammered all day today for September 18th of 2026. This means we see a lot more upside coming in AI, especially in the future. No one's out here dropping $6 million on a position they think is going to lose, or they don't have some high conviction in. Another unusual we had was CAR. We saw the August 15th, 2025, 220 calls get lit up, 2.13 million in premiums with a 790 average. Now let's go and talk about some of our unusual plays here. So our unusuals, again, we had SPY and CAR as our big ones. Run is poking its head back in. We saw 10,000 contracts with a $800,000 premium with an 80.80 average. Clearly, someone thinks that solar could be making a comeback here, and these are due for July 11th, 2025. Not super short dated, but short dated enough to get my attention. We also had Google 150s due for February 20th of 2026. Clearly, someone's betting on that downside of Google heading into the new year as well. So that's what we were seeing in our flow. Now let's go ahead and switch gears and head over into our dark pool. Now, where the dark pools get interesting is this is where we get to see what is going on and what are institutions doing behind the scenes without really affecting the actual market. So QQQ's leading the day today. We saw a $679 million print at the $543.65 level. That's not a typo. Someone just YOLO'd a mansion on the NASDAQ. So that's just something you got to be aware of, because clearly someone knows something, or this was a rotation potentially. SPY also showed up in our flow today as well. We had a $103 million block, and then we had multiple $77 million blocks at the 606.83 level. So clearly that SPY bullishness is sticking around. We also saw IVV and VOO as well. And then we saw QQQ again come back in at the 541.04 level with 224.97 million deployed. That is not a typo either. Other dark horses we had here were Mr. 100 million, FALN with 89.86 million, and MTBA with 118.67 million. Now, talking about our flow scanner to round this all off, so far we have SPY leading the day, 39 million in total overall premiums, with 5 million in calls against 34 million in puts. NVDA, we have 36.97 million, and we see 29 million in calls against 7 million in puts. Microsoft, 19 million in calls. Very call dominant area right now. FSLR, we're seeing 13 million with 13 million in puts. That is pure bullishness from what we are seeing. And Microsoft are in QQQ are also staying hot as well. So what does all of this mean exactly? Let's go ahead and wrap all of this up. So really, today's flow is bearish on the indices, but selectively bullish on tech and semiconductors for now. Traders are hedging macro risk while swinging for upside high conviction names like NVIDIA, Microsoft, and others. We're seeing tight expiration dates and aggressive premiums, which tell us big drops and big dogs are preparing for a volatility spike or maybe an earnings-driven rip. If you found this helpful, go ahead and drop a fire emoji, thumbs up, comment, and let us know what ticker you're watching, and maybe it'll show up in our next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a drop from us. Catch you at the close. And by the way, this is not financial advice, just what the whales are doing. See you guys in the next one.